What if the Cold War didn't stay cold? What if, in one fateful moment of human error, the world's most powerful nations unleashed the unimaginable? A storm of nuclear fire that forever changed the course of civilization. Imagine a world where the flash of 1,000 suns replaced the dawn, where the future of humanity was decided not by diplomacy, but by radiation and ruin. The year is 1962. The world teeters on the edge of annihilation. The Cuban Missile Crisis, a standoff between the United States and the Soviet Union, pushes humanity closer to extinction than ever before. In our reality, reason prevailed. Back channels between Kennedy and Khrushchev stopped the launch that could have ended us all. But in this timeline, a single miscommunication changes everything. A Soviet radar operator, mistaking a flock of geese for incoming American missiles, orders a retaliatory strike. Within minutes, Moscow and Washington vanish under mushroom clouds. The first wave of nuclear fire consumes both superpowers. Cities like New York, London, Beijing, and Berlin become craters of molten glass. Those who survive the initial blasts face a new horror, a world shrouded in ash. The skies darken, the sun fades behind a veil of soot. Nuclear winter begins. Temperatures plummet worldwide. Crops fail. Oceans turn acidic. Animals vanish. In this apocalyptic dawn, humanity fragments into scattered remnants of what once were nations. Governments fall. Communication ceases. The age of civilization collapses in a matter of weeks. Underground bunkers built for the political elite become the new thrones of power. In the depths of Colorado, NORAD transforms into the last bastion of the American military. Deep beneath the Ural Mountains, Soviet scientists and soldiers cling to survival, believing they can rebuild the motherland from the ashes. But radiation knows no border. It poisons air, water, and soil alike. The survivors soon realize no one truly won this war. 50 years later, the Earth is unrecognizable. The old nations are forgotten myths. Skies still shimmer with radioactive clouds. Mutated flora and fauna dominate the landscapes. Twisted forests of glowing fungi, cities reclaimed by nature, their skeletons haunting reminders of human pride. Tribal societies rise from the ruins. Some worship the old machines as gods. Others curse them as the demons that destroyed Eden. Children are told bedtime stories of the Great Fire, believing it was divine punishment for human arrogance. Yet, amidst despair, evolution takes a strange turn. Exposure to radiation births a new generation of resilient humans. Stronger immune systems, enhanced resistance to toxins, and even heightened cognitive function in some. Science, once a tool of destruction, slowly becomes the beacon of rebirth. By the year 2120, new civilizations emerge. The Coalition of the South, formed from survivors in Africa and South America, becomes the heart of a new global order. These lands, spared from the worst of nuclear fallout, become sanctuaries for knowledge and progress. Their scientists rediscover electricity, rebuild satellites, and, remarkably, re-establish a global communication network. For the first time in over a century, humanity reconnects, not through war, but through necessity. But this rebirth carries scars. Radiation has permanently altered ecosystems. Entire species are extinct. The ozone layer remains tattered. Survivors rely on underground agriculture, bioluminescent crops, and recycled air systems. Technology is no longer driven by profit or politics, it's driven by survival. And yet, even in this broken world, echoes of the past return. Ancient satellites drift above, occasionally flickering to life, transmitting fragments of old broadcasts, voices of presidents, war generals, and newscasters warning of imminent missile launches. To the new world, these are ghostly prophecies from a forgotten age, the voices of gods that destroyed themselves. In time, archaeologists of this new earth uncover relics of our fallen civilization, nuclear silos, data drives, even preserved libraries. They decode our languages, study our histories, and wonder, how could a species so intelligent destroy itself so completely? The chronicles of the old world become sacred texts. They teach that knowledge without wisdom leads to annihilation. From these lessons, a new philosophy arises, the doctrine of balance. It teaches that power, whether nuclear or technological, must serve life, not dominate it. Every invention is carefully evaluated, every scientific leap weighed against moral consequence. Humanity evolves not just biologically, but spiritually. For the first time, the species that once divided itself by ideology now unites under a shared truth. Survival depends on harmony, and yet not all lessons are learned. By the year 2300, powerful city-states begin experimenting again with atomic fusion, this time as a clean energy source. The same brilliance that once forged weapons of doom now fuels the rebirth of light. Megacities rise across the equator, glittering beacons of resilience, surrounded by wastelands that still glow faintly at night. Humanity, it seems, cannot escape its dual nature, creator and destroyer. Still, the memory of the Cold War burns in collective consciousness. It becomes legend, the tale of how arrogance nearly erased existence. Historians of this new world name it the Great Misfire, a moment where technology outpaced empathy, where pride overshadowed reason, and where a simple misunderstanding reshaped the destiny of a planet. But there is beauty in the ashes. New art, culture, and philosophies emerge that celebrate simplicity, coexistence, and humility before nature. Humans finally learn to see themselves as part of the earth, not its rulers. They speak of the old gods, America and Soviet, the twin titans who fought for dominion and perished together. Their monuments lie buried beneath vines, their flags faded to dust. And above it all, the stars shine brighter, silent witnesses to a civilization that burned itself and was reborn from its own shadow. Would we, today, have survived such a world? Would we have learned, adapted, or vanished into the whispers of history? Perhaps in some alternate timeline, this story isn't fiction at all. Perhaps somewhere, in a reality parallel to ours, humanity did fall to nuclear fire and is now clawing its way back toward the light. What do you think? If the Cold War had turned hot, would humanity have rebuilt itself stronger? Or would the Earth have finally decided to continue without us? Share your thoughts below, because the greatest what-ifs aren't just stories. They are warnings, reminders that our survival depends not on the strength of our weapons, but on the wisdom of our choices. If you enjoyed this journey through an alternate timeline, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video to keep exploring the what-if universe. And tell us, what other moments in history should we rewrite next? What if Rome never fell? What if Atlantis was real? Or what if time travel already exists, hidden from the world? Stay curious, stay questioning, and never stop imagining.